Hi there, students. A sharp tongue. Somebody has a sharp tongue. So this is somebody who often criticizes and is very severe, very sharp when they speak to you. You could describe them as sharp-tongued as an adjective. That's going to have a hyphen as well. Susan has a sharp tongue, so be careful. Don't get upset if it sounds like she's being very rude. So someone who has a sharp tongue, they are people who say things that are very unkind and very critical, but very often people with a sharp tongue are quite clever as well. It's this being sharp-tongued is to say very critical things to people, to criticize them and cut them literally. Your tongue is sharp and you cut them with your tongue. You don't need a knife if you're sharp-tongued enough. So you're saying things which are unkind, but very often perhaps they are true as well. Despite her sharp tongue, she still has a lot of friends. So this is talking about the way somebody talks to you. I dislike this guy because he's got such a sharp tongue. One day John's sharp tongue is going to get him into problems. He's going to say the wrong thing to somebody and he's going to get beaten up. Nobody can bear his sharp tongue. If you have a sharp tongue on you, this could easily make a lot of interviews, a lot of enemies. If you are an interviewer, a sharp tongue could be quite a good thing to have. My mum could tear anybody to pieces in 3 minutes with her sharp tongue. My mum always punished me using her sharp tongue. She's a very fine woman, but with an overly sharp tongue and a scathing wit. He arrived home to be greeted by his wife's sharp tongue. Okay, he's very intelligent, but known to have a sharp tongue. Okay, so he's he is a critic with a very sharp tongue. I think critics with a sharp tongue, if you're a critic, that's probably one of the factors that you need. Your tongue is almost like a razor blade. It's cutting people. You'll utter harsh or stern or cruel words, even though they may be true. You are a sharp tongue very often will hurt people. Yeah, it's a bitter, critical way of speaking to people. Yeah, has a very sharp tongue. She's a very sharp-tongued lady. She's outspoken. She's harsh. Don't be unnerved by what he says or the way he says it, because he really does have a very sharp tongue. There was a mean old lady who lived next door to us who had a reputation among the kids for her sharp tongue, for her her rude way, unpleasant way of speaking, for being so cutting. So it's a characteristic of speaking to people in harsh, critical, insulting ways. This is the opposite of somebody who's got perhaps a silver tongue or a honey tongue. Somebody with a sharp tongue, somebody who is sharp-tongued. He's a very sharp-tongued individual, a sharp-tongued interviewer. Yeah, and the origin, the tongue is sharp. The tongue cuts like a knife. As to formality, a sharp tongue, I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 in formality. Use informally, semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, but not in something very formal. So yeah, if you don't like the video, you could use your sharp tongue in the comment section. So a sharp tongue, sharp tongued.